Happy Friday, Good Friday. Today is a Good Friday, which means that we're going to eat pickles and not meat. I think this thing started. All right. Here's how we're going to do it. Today we're going to do a little bit of a pickle challenge. I have a full jar of Bix pickles, and if you don't know what Bix pickles are, sorry to hear that. That sucks. These are the best pickles ever. Full jar, whole liter, and which is like a quart for those of you who use silly measurements. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to eat the whole thing. And don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'll probably puke after. It's good. While we answer questions and we unveil something brand new, we've got something brand new that's starting today, actually, has already started. If you are on my Discord, you already know about it. And some of you have already signed up. So that's pretty cool. So for every $2.50 in super chats, I will eat one bite of a pickle. Every $10 is a whole pickle. And I think there's like 15 pickles in here. So if we eat all the pickles, I'll also drink the juice. So there's your incentive. Your sodium levels are... Here's the thing about sodium levels. We should probably get into some reptile stuff first. Don't be afraid of sodium levels. As long as you're drinking enough water, sodium won't kill you. So, happy Good Friday. You know, if you celebrate that type of thing, very weird one. Can't go visit your family for Easter. The Easter Bunny comes on Sunday, or if you're in the UK or Canada on Monday. Right? I think you guys do Easter Monday also. I know we do. Okay, so... We're going to talk about outdoor enclosures today, and we're going to talk about, it was on the thumbnail, wherever that is. There's something else that we're going to talk about also. I take pride in the fact that I actually start doing these on time. I just don't have a clue what I'm talking about until like 10 minutes in. Vlogs, that's what it is. So we're going to start doing some vlogs too, so we're going to tell you how you can watch the vlogs. It's not going to be on the main channel, so let's open up this jar of pickles. And I'll eat one right now, just to give you an idea, like the real pickles, these aren't baby pickles, so like if you do send some super chat money, these are real pickles. Alright. Outdoor enclosures. This is something I want to talk about because it's kind of like controversial type subject, right? A lot of people get really upset when you keep reptiles outside, and I want to know what you guys think about it. I think if you live in the right sort of environment, then there's no problem keeping reptiles outside as long as you're doing it right. And I think we have all seen Camp Kennan. If not, if we haven't seen him, we definitely know who he is and about his enclosures and his setup outside, like his whole zoo, basically. Sanctuary is what he calls it, what it is. So I think that if you do it right, it shouldn't be a problem. So I'll start reading the chat if you guys want to put your 2 cents in. We'll answer some questions later. But in terms of humidity and temperature, if you live in a place that is conducive, whatever the right word is, I'm stupid, for that, I think there's no issue with it whatsoever. And as long as you have the proper enclosure. And I think the big problem or the big challenge with these enclosures is they need to be completely oh my goodness. I have to eat a whole pickle because she sent me $10. Thank you. I need a co-host for when I'm jamming pickles down my throat, you know? Okay, and then I want to know what you guys think about this message right here. He turned himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I ever seen. I don't even know what that means. This guy comments, oh my goodness. I'll keep a tally. I'm not gonna skip out because we got another 250 here. So this will be a whole pickle, and then I have another bite. This is gonna be a really weird live stream, just eating pickles and stuff. So, in the comments, write what you think about outdoor enclosures. Oh yeah, to finish my point, you have to dig into the ground. You have to dig into the ground to make sure that these animals can't dig out. It doesn't matter what it is. Tortoises will dig out, right? They don't have huge claws, most of them. They can dig out, even if you have a jeweled lacerda. Or you have to put a bottom down, right? So it could be mesh, or if you want to use like a really thick tarp for smaller animals, of course, plywood, and then build up. Holy cow, man, I'm gonna have such a bad stomach ache going on. That's fine. That's what we're here for. To watch me get sick. So that was one pickle. So I still owe you one, plus another bite of one. I wish I had a moderator too to help me out with this. Does anyone want to be a moderator? Help me out. How do you get all these super chats? I eat pickles. I'm eating a whole jar of pickles. If you manned up and danced around with barbecue sauce in your titties while eating chicken nuggets, maybe you get super chats too, Dakota. All right. Moderator. Okay. Minion Museum. You're now a moderator. If someone types something, just let it go unless they're trying to, sell something or put their own channel up. But then just delete it. But anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I think that no one's really saying anything about anything except for pickles. What do you guys think about outdoor enclosures? Right? I think that the easiest way to do it is very simple. To make sure that you have either a false bottom, and not a false bottom, but a bottom such as mesh, right? Mesh is great because then you can put the substrate over top and you can still have stuff growing through it if you want. Or what I do, because I don't want to take the animal out and then mow the lawn, like type thing inside the enclosure, what I will do is I will use a tarp, because what I keep outside, heartburn already, guys. What I keep outside are like a jewel lacerda, and this year I'm going to keep a Sudan plate lizard. That's something that's new. That's going to come out this year. Man, the heartburn already. I love pickles, though. I'll tell you what, I love pickles. And bearded dragons I've kept outside also, and they will dig. They will definitely dig. Can you do outdoor enclosures in our climate? Where do you live? Oh, by the way, Messy Hair Girl, thank you very much for signing up for Patreon, which is now available. It's in the description below. So if you go to that link, the Patreon, there's 3 tiers. Even if you want to sign up for only $1, I appreciate it. I'll give you a shout out. Everyone who signs up in the first 15 days gets a shout out. And then if you sign up for a $5 or $15 in Halifax, okay, I'll answer you in a sec. Everyone who signs up for the $5 or $15 gets a big shout out, and you get a whole bunch of stuff. I'll read through the tiers in just a second to try to, tell you what's going on. Anyway, I knew you were Canadian. I just couldn't remember where exactly. Oh yeah, so you know about Bix Pickles? That's right. I didn't realize that Bix Pickles used to be made in Dunnville, and now they're made in the States. Canadian country making everything in the States, which is very typically Canadian, like 3M masks, right? We have to die because you're president. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. And anyway, so now they're made in America. So, America. Your question was, yes, you have to bring them in, of course. So you can't just leave, especially in Halifax, like it's so cold there. Unless you live in like South Texas, South California, Florida, basically you'd have to have an inside enclosure for extended periods of time. So this is pickle number 2. Excuse me for talking with pickles in my mouth. Some of you might not mind that, but you want to know more about pickle history? Well, in 1998, the Bix Pickles was moved from Markham, Ontario to Dunnville, Ontario, which is only half an hour away from here. And then in 2001, it was acquired by J.D. Smuckers, like Smuckers Jelly, and moved into the U.S. There's your pickle history there, bud. Quarantine's great. So, Messy Hair Girl, to answer your question, yes, you definitely need to bring them in. You cannot leave them outside all year unless, there's like a snow species that I don't know about. Yes, I do owe you another bite. That is true. I'm all caught up. All right. Dunnville is the Alabama of Canada. Who are you and how did you know that? It's so true. So true. If you don't live with your sister in a double wide trailer there, you do not fit in. Weird place. So let's talk a little bit more about outdoor enclosures, and then we'll go through the Patreon thing. Oh, one more thing. Does anyone know in Canada where I can find a decent webcam? I'm doing this with my phone, which is very annoying. I wish I had like a decent webcam. I have a whole podcast set up so I'd have like really good audio, but literally nowhere is shipping webcams right now. Like anything decent that shoots in 1080p, right? I don't want one of these 720p baloney. 1080p or higher. Just like Logitech 920 or 922C or whatever. Yeah, Amazon, I know, but Amazon is sold out, and everything from Amazon takes 6 weeks to ship now, especially in Canada. Like I think it's the same in the US. But yeah, Amazon.ca, Amazon.com, they're both sold out. Logitech is sold out. Like the people who make them, Staples is sold out, Best Buy is sold out, eBay is sold out. $5, it's half a pickle. Thanks, Scales13. So, send me links in Canada where I can buy them in Canada. So I need to, like, I can't leave the country. We literally are not allowed to leave the country. So, I love pickles too, man. Thank you. You know, it seems like a punishment, but this is kind of like you have an excuse to eat a whole jar of pickles. What do you guys think about pickles? And the reason that I ask is because how many pickles are even in that jar? I think I counted 15. My girlfriend hates pickles, and I'm not allowed to kiss her. So I'm probably not going to kiss her for like a week after this. But, I mean, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate it. I'm Jewish, and pickles are my lifeblood. I pretend to be Jewish on stage so I can tell Jewish jokes. Are there any reptiles that look like a pickle? Not really. I don't think there's really any reptiles that look like a pickle. This live stream is 10 minutes in and already going off the rails. If you guys like songs about eating butts and stuff, Sad Power's the guy who asked that question. You should go check his channel out. He's very funny. Ukulele guy. Your Pac-Man Frog. Oh, Pac-Man Frog kind of look like pickles. Right? A lot of frogs actually look like pickles if you really think about it. I don't think they give you heartburn like pickles do, but I could be wrong. I don't really know too much about frogs, to be honest. Like, not a ton. Sea cucumbers, yeah, but they're not. That's what I thought of first. Sea cucumbers do look like pickles, and if you do like this motion to them, it's weird. I don't know. You should look it up. Pac-Man Frogs. Okay. So webcam, if anyone has a link, please send it to me. These streams will only get better. Do you guys like that I do these streams once a week now? We're at 57 people watching, which is cool. I think that once we get below 50, we're gonna end the stream again. So however long that takes, if it's 15 minutes or 2 hours, who knows? But if you guys like me doing these, I'd like to have a better system, right? And I have like the perfect audio system. Like I have a professional audio system. Amazon.com doesn't ship to Canada right now. Oh, my mom just sent $10. This one's for you, Mom. Thanks. You fucking... All right. I can't believe you answered my question. Yeah, for real. Sad Powers, go watch his stuff. He's absolutely hilarious. You know, I get so excited. I get so excited when I see like 60 people watching the stream, and then I'm looking at all the names, and they're all just people who like I know. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. My mom is the best. For real. Sab actually knows her, so that's cool. Sabbathy Power. So Sab Powers, it's a cool name, right? His real name is Sabbathy the Powerful. What reptile-related things would you like to hear about? I think we can do questions now because this is just getting ridiculous. You should make a bioactive setup for your African fat tail. That is actually a really great idea. If you guys... all right, my sister's on the stream too, and she wants to know about humidity. We'll do that next. If you guys are part of the Patreon, which we'll talk about in a second, you will see the progress on the bioactive setup that I'm making. So if you want to know... And that's only for $1. So if you pay $1, you get access to all the photos. So like I got a new snake on Monday. I'm not telling you what it is, but if you want to pay $1 a month, you'll know because I made a post about it. And then for $5, we'll get into the Patreon thing in a second. But my sister asked how to keep humidity up. I think that's the question. So the easiest way, by far, is a PVC enclosure. I know I have to eat the rest of this pickle. If you have a PVC enclosure, it doesn't have like a screen top. And really the only openings are the vents on the back. And depending on which make, sometimes you get a lot of vents at the back, and sometimes there's not a lot of vents at the back. It really depends on what species. But the humidity usually rises up. That's the fastest way for humidity to get out of your enclosure. So if you've got a screen top, that is the easiest way for it to get out. So if you don't have a screen top, so it's made out of wood, or better yet, a plastic like PVC, which the humidity isn't going to go into, that is the easiest way to keep humidity in. Eat that pickle before your next super chat or you lose. What do I lose? You guys are paying me to eat pickles right now. I'm the biggest winner that there ever was. Thank you guys so much. And as always, thank all of you for subscribing to the channel. I realize that, it's 2 videos a week. I wish I could do more. I hope it's getting you through this quarantine period. And I would love to know what you guys thought of Thursday's video, because I almost didn't release that. I was very nervous to release that video just because it wasn't like my normal thing. I tried to add a little bit more comedy into it. Like, did you like the way it was done? Did you find it funny? I just thought, like, I don't know, AA Ron and what did I call the girl? Conan the Barbarian. I thought I was going to get roasted for that. So, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate that. And just to piggyback on that humidity thing, for the person who has my phone number, can just ask me personally, and I'll do it on the live stream anyway. Substrate is the other thing too. So make sure that you've got the right type of substrate. So if humidity you want to be low, make sure you're using something that doesn't hold substrate, like a coconut bark or a coconut core, or you know, like a Beyond Peat, something like that. So that's the answer to that question. I tried to watch the documentary. Yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. Luke's Reptiles, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I know, like, in terms of my upload schedule, I can't do it every day like a Brian Barchuk. I don't have a zoo like a Camp Kennan, and I don't have the production company behind me like a Clint, for example, right? But I don't know. I just try to do my best, so I appreciate you guys are watching. If you could combine 2 reptiles into a new species, what would you choose? Great question. I would choose an alligator and a leopard gecko. I think that'd be the cutest thing ever. The size of a leopard gecko, but with the jaw of an alligator. Or the size of an alligator with the personality of a leopard gecko. So you just see this big alligator and just be kind of walking around like just kind of like bumping into stuff. That's what would be funny. Please drink some water in between those pickles. Alligecko, yeah. See? Exactly. That's exactly what it would be. All right. Let's go to the phones. Taking callers now. So if you want to become a patron, I really appreciate it. So we're just going to take a break from the questions for 1 second, and this is what you get if you pay me $1 or $5 or $15. If you pay $1, by the way, all this money goes back to the reptiles. And it goes towards the care of these reptiles and the production of these videos so that we can kind of, you know, you obviously think the way that we do things is good. So I want to make sure that everybody knows how to do things in a positive way. So that's where the money goes. I almost just spilled this entire thing on my desk. So we're going to put it over here until the next super chat comes in. Thank you guys very much, by the way. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to shout out everyone who's already become a patron in about 2 seconds here. But here's what you get. Level 1, WWR member. This is just kind of a thank you very much. We appreciate it. You get to see all the new stuff. So I'm doing a bioactive build right now. Who's it for? What is it? How far along are you? How have you been doing it? You get to know that for $1. So Patreon only updates, stuff like that. Hey, I'm planning on getting this. I posted a picture of the new snake that I got on Monday, which none of you know except for 3 of you, because 3 of you are patrons. So, and I just saw that my girlfriend wants to be a mod, so therefore I will do that because happy wife, happy life. Okay. And then you're the first one to know about anything that's going on. So anything that I've got going on with the channel, any updates, sometimes discount codes for merch and stuff like that. So that's for $1. So I think that's, at the end of the day, like $1 a month. That's, I'm not good at math, but very few cents per day. $1.99. I said $2.50 for a bite, but that's like UK money, and I think in Canadian that's a down payment on a house, basically. So that's for you. If you pay $5 a month, exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and photos. So, have you ever wondered what's the rest of this room look like? How do I make these videos? What's the editing process like? Things like that. I will show you those type of things. Bonus vlogs. This is something I'm really excited about. $20, really? I love pickles and your mom. Thank you very much. I'll eat both of your pickles. So just let me get through this, and you guys hate me, eh? Bonus vlogs. I edited the first one today. The first vlog is going up on Patreon today after this. So if you become a member, within a couple hours of you becoming a member, there will be a vlog up there. Very interesting, and it's funny too because you always see these vlogs and you always think like, oh, so this person, you know, they ran their car off the road to be, you know, make the vlog better or whatever. Something really silly happened to me. Look at that, already got a new patron. Thank you very much. I'll show you in a second. So something kind of silly happened like at the very beginning of this vlog that I posted. So anyway, it kind of worked out. So if you want to see vlogs, that's for $5 or $15. I appreciate that. You get 5% off of merch and everything else in the previous tier, right? So, and also for the first 15 days until the 25th of April, which is the month that we're in right now, you get 30% discount on all merch and a shout out in the next video. So the next video, hey, so-and-so, if you have a business, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have a Etsy page, whatever it is, I will shout out and kind of promote what you're doing. Is the SNEC code still active? No, it is not, but there will be a new code. So 30% off for the first 15 days. And in the $15 tier, which someone just signed up for, thank you very much. I'm about to shout everyone out in a second here. You know how many pickles I can buy for $15? One second here. All right. For $15, you get everything else that we talked about, of course. Your name in the credits. So I'm sure you've seen it before on basically everyone else who does Patreon. They have the names rolling in the credits. I'm going to do that as well. So your name will be in the credits every single time, every video. I'll give you a personal thank you video. So to you, your name, thank you very much. I really appreciate for what you're doing. I will make a video just for you. Also, you'll get a free shirt every year. So every year, we'll do it at like the 6-month mark or something so that I know you're not just getting the free shirt and dipping, you know? I'll give you a free shirt, your choice, whatever's current on the shop at that time. If you want a hoodie, sweatshirt. This is the new crew neck. I love this shirt, actually. I know like it's my stuff and I'm making the money on it, but honestly, like these, so awesome. So freaking cool. So you get a free shirt of your choice. You get 10% lifetime off of the entire merch store. And also maybe a surprise. So in there, you're going to be asked for your shipping address. If you don't want to put it, you can just put a fake address, whatever. But if you do put your shipping address, I will be sending stuff to the $15 members sometimes. So if I, you know, something new, it might be, I don't know, if you want a snake shed or something ridiculous like that, or if I make stickers or just like surprises, you know. So I'll just start sending you stuff. I almost knocked the pickle off my desk. And then everything else in the previous tier. And of course, also for the first 15 days, you get that 30% discount, which is massive. By the way, if you buy something at 30% discount, I literally get zero. I get nothing. I don't make any money off of that. The margins are low. I just am doing it because I like the fact that you want to support the channel and you want to wear the logo. I think that's super cool. And then you get a shout out in the next video also. And I want to add some extra stuff too. Maybe I'll make another tier. In Canada, I can't have like one of those phone numbers that you can call and send text messages to. So that kind of sucks. But maybe what we'll do for a higher tier, or maybe we'll include it in that tier, is like a hangout. So like once a month we can have like a little hangout. So you can, you know, we'll have like a Skype call or something, clean our reptile rooms together, you know, shoot the shit, something like that. Right? Also, the bloopers, did I mention that? In the $5 you get like bloopers and uncut and uncensored footage. So like it's a family friendly show, but if you're paying for Patreon, you're not a kid, so I don't know, it won't be as family friendly, or not super like disgusting or anything, but you know, we can talk like adults there, basically is what I'm trying to say, like kind of like I do on these streams here. So that's that. I owe another pickle and a half here. My mom again. Mom, you don't need to send me money. I'm not eating the butts of the pickles if they have stems on them. So now I owe 2 pickles again. Good lord. Man, I love my mom, but you don't need to be sending me pickles. Sending me money, especially for this. You, his mommy, send me my. See, there you go. You're not cuter though. You're ugly. We had a question earlier. Send on your questions in. Oh, you know what we'll do? Man, this stream is going down the drain here. I had a bunch of questions on the. What am I trying to say here? The community thing that I posted saying, hey, thanks for showing up. So I guess we can answer those questions. When can I cuddle snakies? If I ask again, I might be blocked. Sorry, man, I didn't see it, honestly. You can ask your question. Can you talk about humidity of a hognose enclosure? Sure. Go check out the video I did that I spent 12 hours making. I talk all about it there. Can you talk about stop buying your child's affection? That's my dad. Channel. I wish I could be a patron, but my dad said no. Hey, I appreciate it. No problem. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is don't steal your parents' credit card or anything silly like that to become a patron. I appreciate the money and everything, and all the money like does go towards... Here, I'm just trying to adjust the camera. I'm not like blocking my face. Sorry. All the money does go towards like a good cause, and I feel very confident in what we're doing here. But Yeah, Jim is my dad. That is funny. But yeah, don't steal your parents' credit card or anything silly like that. When will hognoses be available? They are due to hatch on my birthday, which is May 15th. My mom's birthday too. And so they'll be available sometime after that. I'm not sure exactly when, right? It just totally depends. What ages do you move Leos into their bigger tubs or Rubbermaids? It's up to you. There's no set age. I think that you can do it whenever you feel like they're... That's the thing, is I think I do a lot by feel, and I think you should too. There's no, once they get to this size or this age, it doesn't really work like that. Yeah, whenever it feels right to you. Man, it's so hard eating 7 pickles back to back. For me, about 4 months. And move them into a 28 quart, which they can live their entire life. But if it's a legging eater, you can keep them in smaller enclosures for longer. Next stream, do ghost peppers instead of pickles. Only a little sister would say something ridiculous like that. That's what I would suggest. So, to answer your question, when you think it's right. There is no... I hate this. If it's this size, if it's from this size, it's from this size. According to my calculations, it has to be in a bin this big. Like, I hate that. That's so silly. It doesn't even make sense. Cresty's vivarium temperature. I made a whole care guide about that, man. Here's the thing. Okay. I'm getting a lot of questions now. And here's the other thing, too. With Patreon, if you send me questions about your animals, I will answer them quickly. On Instagram, I can't keep up anymore. There's just too many questions. And the thing is, too, the frustrating part, I love answering people's questions. I love talking to people who watch the channel. If you take time out of your day to watch the channel and send me a message, I appreciate that completely. But what is kind of silly is I spend 10 or 12 hours making a video all about, I don't know, whatever, ball pythons. And then you come to me and say, how big of an enclosure do I need for a ball python? I spent 12 hours answering your question. Like, just go and click on the video. It takes 12 minutes to learn all the information, not only what you asked, but everything about ball pythons. So, if you know, even if you pay $1 a month, you kind of go to the top of the list in terms of asking questions and stuff like that. So, holy cow. Any advice on getting a Leo and advice on morphs? Well, morphs are up to you. What do you want? What do you like? But in terms of getting one, find a breeder near you or someone who will ship to you overnight, of course. And that's how you do that. We're losing viewers here quick. Better eat these pickles. I wish I could just swallow them whole. That'd probably be easier. Oh, how do I keep it cool during the summer? My Cresty's vivarium. Got it. I remember you asked this earlier. Very difficult. It's like my axolotls. I've got a whole bunch of axolotls where I need to keep the vivarium the aquarium to a certain temperature, right? It's below 70 degrees. Very difficult. So what you can do is you can do fans. Fans are a really great option. With aquariums, it's easier because then you can just put in like ice or like ice packs, which cools the entire water. But I think fans are really your only option for something like that. How much to eat the jar? If we get the $250 total, how about that? And I'll drink the juice. That's what me being sick later tonight is worth to me. Superfire boas are amazing. Superfires are completely white, and I think they're amazing. Leucistic animals to me are absolutely fantastic. The frog is here. I don't know what that means. How much are you at now? 50, 40, no, 55 bucks, I think. You're gross. My family hates reptiles, so I got a hamster. Well, that's close. Hey, if you do $1, that's cool with me, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. So that's the thing too. Oh, we're up to 70 people watching again. You guys are awesome. And that's the thing too, is like, even if it's only $1. And at the end of the day too, Patreon takes money from me, right? So they take a percentage. It still means the world to me. You're putting your money in order to not only help me take care of the animals that I have, which I use to educate, but also you're supporting a channel, and you obviously you're showing that you appreciate what I'm doing here. And obviously, there's not a lot of money to be made at my level, like how small of a subscribership I have. So I'm doing this for way less than minimum wage. So just even every little dollar helps a lot. And there's never been a time where I've ever thought about quitting doing this. I love doing these videos and like getting better at them. And I hope you guys think that the videos get better every time. but it's a little bit more incentive, and that's why I want to do like vlogs. I think vlogs are really cool. I think the one that I just finished is really, I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was cool. It's just very different from what I normally do, and kind of gives you like an insight of like what my daily life is like, all to do with reptiles. So it's not going to be like me going to bed, brushing my teeth, and farting or anything like that, but it is about, you know, like going to a reptile store. How do I clean stuff? Like stuff that doesn't make a good video, or like would blow up in terms of views or something. You know, it's just something for you guys, something for you who obviously like me enough to pay me $1 or $5 or $15. Those are for you. So actually, the vlogs are for the $5 and $15. If you pay $1, you don't get the vlogs, but you do get, you know, bonus stuff and get to know, like, I got a new snake on Monday. What is it? I don't know, but if you pay $1, you know. So I want to do just the shout outs real quick of the patrons, like just who have signed up so far. And thank you if you're watching right now. 69. All right. Thank you very much. We're going to get to some questions in a second here. I'm just going to eat these pickles real quick. Man, I'm so bad at social media. Like, so bad. All right. So I got a bunch of people now. This is awesome. So the only problem is it cuts off these freaking people's names. Michelle Chevret Prunka. Oh, you guys want to hear something funny? Remember how 2 months ago I did a giveaway, and I one was to Wolf Girl, or two people won. One of them was really easy to pronounce, and the other one I couldn't pronounce. And I literally have I pronounced it wrong every freaking time. She never messaged me, and I messaged her to say, hey, you want a shirt? And she never messaged me back. So I guess she was kind of offended that I said her name wrong. Sorry about that. So Michelle Chevret Prinka, thank you very much. $1. So I'm not going to tell you people how much you're spending. It's none of their business. Messy Hair Girl, you support everything I do. I really appreciate that. You are fantastic. And you made me eat the first pickle. So congratulations to you. I really appreciate it. And you're really, as part of the Discord server, you're on almost every day. So to talk to me, to take time to talk to me on Discord, that's like the coolest thing. That's another really good way to get your questions answered or talk to me. I'm on there literally all day. John, Professor Herb, shout out to that guy. That guy is one of the guys that really helped me with my channel when I was starting out. So, Professor Herb, thank you. Cody Cato, sick name. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're awesome. Ashura, Ashura, that's your screen name. Another big part of the Discord server. You talk to me like all day long. Fantastic. And you add so much. You honestly add so much to the conversation. So the Discord link is below too. It's free. You don't have to be a patron to sign up for that. You can just, it's free. You just talk to me if you want to. And then Amanda Goldfarb. Amanda Goldfarb. Thanks. That's really cool. You get to see everything. You're the best. I appreciate you. So, yeah, thank you guys very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you in the first day. That's honestly more than I'd ever thought that I'd ever get in the first day. So if you want to sign up, I appreciate it. And the discount codes, so I've promised some discount codes. Those are going to go live tonight. I just haven't made them yet today. Honestly, you think like, oh, you set up Patreon, you put in your email, like setting up an email address. Man, it takes so much freaking time. John and I, and then my buddy Zach, who runs a gaming channel, I was on the phone with him today trying to figure out how to set stuff up so Discord and Patreon would talk to each other. Man, I am so dumb. I am so dumb. All right. What else do you guys want to know? I can tell different morphs of ball pythons immediately. Yep, I'm pretty sure we all can. I can tell. Can you make a video making an enclosure featuring me so I can keep it? Well, I do want to make. See, if you're part of the Patreon, you already know that I'm kind of doing something like that right now. Yeah, so. Yeah, shout out to Zach and Sab Powers. If you want to watch videos about guys playing ukulele eating butts, Sab Powers is your man, and he's good at ukulele. And he smokes cigarettes. And the Discord is so good. Ollie, thank you very much. I think you're ranked #1, whatever that. I don't know what the ranks mean. Amanda Shore, thank you. Yes, you bought a shirt. You're awesome. I appreciate that. I think you live in California, where I want to live. Can you ask my parents to let me get a reptile? Sure. Give them their email. I'll write a nice letter for you. I think it'd be funny. How do you get heat? How do you heat your lizards? I'm bad at reading out loud. That need a day and night cycle at nighttime. It's up to you. You can use a ceramic heat emitter. You can use heat from the floor. So like heat tape or what am I trying to say? Under tank heat panel. Under tank heat. You know what I'm talking about. You can use those, or if the night drop isn't too severe, you can just, yeah, do that. You know, leave it like that. Like in my reptile room, it gets down to about 68. So at night, that's where it stays. I don't heat anything at night at all. Under tank heat mat. I just ordered an animal plastics enclosure for my blue tongue. That's awesome. That's so cool. We can't get animal plastics here in Canada, but PVCcages.ca, those are the people that we buy from. So they're fantastic. I buy a lot of used, and then at expos they drop their prices. So heat tape. I use heat. So the question was, what heat source do you use on your Leopard Gecko rack system? I use heat tape hooked up to a thermostat. So I talked about it in one of the videos, but I can't remember which one. So yeah. Clint's Reptiles is subscribed to your channel. Yeah, he is. That's pretty cool, right? Clint's Reptiles is subscribed to me. There's a little tiny channel. Thank you very much for coming aboard. I really appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Couldn't believe it. I was like 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like, Clint's Reptiles, no way. And he commented on one of the videos that I did, and I watch Clint, so I do, like, I take inspiration from everybody that I watch. I never would take a video, but I did do the same video as like idea as him, talking about jeweled lacerdas versus blue tongue skinks, I think was the video. So yeah, anyway, he wasn't salty about it or anything, right? But it was cool. You should do a collab. See, here's the thing. To do a collab with Clint would propel me to the next level. And I don't blame YouTubers. Like, if you're at 2 subscribers and you message me, I'm not doing a collab with you. You have to put in the work, because if you're doing a collab with someone, you believe in their work, because now they're representing you. Like, this is what you believe this is a good channel. So I don't know if Clint would do it or not, but if he did, I would gladly fly to Colorado. I think that's where he's from. Yeah, so Chris Hardwood subbed to my channel and gave me a chub. Okay. Kermit is adorable. Way more attractive. Isn't Kermit dating Miss Piggy? I'm from Colorado. Cool. I think smooth green snakes are pure nostalgia. Yeah, we don't have really rough green snakes or smooth green snakes here at all. Yeah. Who else do you like? Well, if DBCB is still watching this, he knows that I like not Professor Hurt. I do like Professor Hurt. Go Herping. My favorite channel. I think it's, I don't know, like, he has 400,000 subscribers. I don't really need to plug his channel. I think he's doing just fine without me. But I don't know. I think it's funny. I like his dry humor. I like that he's young and he's like, yeah, I'm young and I have money and I drive a Tesla. So, you know, eat a bag of whatever. Yeah, like, I kind of like that he's like that. As long as, you know, he wasn't a dick to me, and we're cool. But I like his videos. And the other thing too is I like filmmaking. So when I see someone do videos and it has a high production value, that's like another level for me. And I think that my videos kind of have like, my videos have an okay production level, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get better at it. But Go Herping, he's like really on the next level. You know, so and like Brian Barchuk is too, but Brian also has a team of editors where I'm pretty sure Go Herping does all of the editing by himself. Anyway, I like him. And there's a few other ones too. There's a whole bunch of new ones popping up. So anyway, I hit 16,000 subscribers today. So thank you very much. I appreciate that, guys. That's really cool. What are your thoughts on Ants Canada? Honestly, I don't know any. I know that they have a huge following. Like, they have so many subscribers, but I've never watched any of their videos, like, at all. I should, but I don't really have an opinion about them at all. Yeah, so 16,000, that's cool. And actually, it's funny, when I first started the channel, I know I have a pickle and a bite left, right? When I first started the channel, my nose isn't running, it's just itchy because the vinegar keeps like going up my nose. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. Thoughts on Brian Barchuk? I'll get there in a sec. In a second. When I first started, there's another YouTuber, Reptilian Garden, who's at 17,000 when I started. And I thought, man, I wish I could just get to that level. I want to be at that level. That's where I want to be. And I'm almost there. So it's cool to like chase something that seems so like out of range. And then now I'm here. What style of pickle are my favorite? Devin? Yeah. Devin K. Ron. He's got a good channel also. Man, I wish I had the drive of Devin Caron when I was 16 years old. Holy cow. That kid is on fire. That kid's going to be something one day. Welcome to Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles live stream where I just shout out all my friends and their channels. One pickle to go. I haven't forgot about you, Miss Underhill. Who also, by the way, so Lisa Underhill, who just sent me $20 to eat 2 pickles. She is friends with my mom and also just comes out to all my comedy shows, which is really cool. And if you're wondering, hey, can I come out to a comedy show? No. Coronavirus! That's why. That's why you can't come out to a show. I got a couple questions about that. Will you ask my parents to let me get a sandbow? I'll ask your parents to let you get a crocodilian if you want. I think it'd be funny as long as you send me their answer. Actually, what I'll do is I'll write it. You have to record yourself reading it to them and then send me back your parents' expression on their face. And then I'll write you a nicely drafted email. What? Also have to ask, why do you sometimes have such spontaneous cards in the video about referring venomous snakes, geckos? Oh, because I'm lazy, and you can only, when you, in the card screen, when you're putting the cards up, it only has the last 8 videos or something like that. So to find one, I'd have to go back to my archive. So I'm just lazy, and I'm just this one, and this one. Yeah, I can't go back any farther than 8. That's why. Man, there's so much vinegar going up my nose right now. It's so itchy. I'm gonna have to blow my nose on the stream. Coronavirus. Oh man, if you link, that's funny. You'll love the vlog that I'm just about to put out. Oh, 75. We're at 75 people watching. That's my new record. Thank you guys. My husband needs convincing, but never allow me to record his response. Ah, poor you. Do you, that's too bad actually. Do you use the YouTube video editor or another app program? If you look at my videos, and my videos are, can you make videos like mine with a video app editor? Because if that's true, then why am I paying for Premiere? No, I use Premiere because, and the reason, if anyone who has a YouTube channel here and you're not using Premiere, you're messing up. You're going to need to use something better than what you have now already, and there's nothing better than Premiere. They cut Deadpool on it. Doesn't get any better than that. Sorry. No, Final Cut, no DaVinci, no, sorry. None of them, Premiere. That's the one to use. I agree. Shortcut, Cough, DBCB, Exotics. What about them? Can grow a full head of hair but chooses not to? Silly goose. Adam, if you write the letter, I'll record myself reading it. Okay, you know my email address. Send me the request and I'll reply to it. Have you taught yourself any color grading? Yes, I color grade all my videos. If you look at this video and then go to one of my videos last video, you'll see a big difference in the color. Color grading is something I take a lot of pride in and I put a lot of time into. Would look so good for reptile B-roll. Man, it must look like I'm picking my nose. It's just the vinegar is making my nose so itchy. Do you... No, do not use PVCs for outdoor enclosures. They'll turn into an oven and cook whatever it is that you have. Do not do that. Shortcut's good. Hey, Get Tissue Nose Picker. Professor Herp. He's got a good channel too. You're not eating fast... I have vinegar in my eye now. I'd like to get a cobra too, but I don't want to get bit by one. Do any reptiles eat plants? Yes. I actually have a whole video about vegetarian reptiles. I think it's a good one. There's a whole bunch. Uromastyx, for example, only eat plants. My eye is stinging and my nose. Whose idea was this? Oh yeah, mine. Because no rational person would make me eat pickles except for myself. Yeah, Snake Discovery is fantastic. They just did get a green anaconda. Iguanas, tortoises, rock iguanas, Cuban iguanas, which are Cuban rock iguanas. I can't even concentrate my eye. Wear your PPI, son. I mean, PPE, Dad. After this, is that your doggos? Oh, you can hear them. Yeah, that's them. You're gonna like the bloopers. If you sign up for $5 or more, you like the bloopers because every video I have to stop saying what I'm saying. I look up and scream at the ceiling because the upstairs my dogs. You like the bloopers if you like my dogs, who are so cute, by the way. What do you use to build the outdoor enclosures? I have 2 videos about that, and we're gonna do another one this summer. So I gotta build one more. I gotta build one more outside enclosure. My doggos are always barking too.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that.
I think it's possessed. I have bugged my whole house has Google stuff in it because I figure if you have a cell phone, the government's listening to you anyway. Where's my tinfoil hat? So I put those things around my house anyway, just because it's so much easier just to turn lights off. All my reptile lamps are attached to it, right? Like, see this light right here? Hey Google, turn off reptile room, and that'll go off, right? So.
Sure, turning 5 outlets off.
Right? Will it go? Oh, because that one's not. That's the only one that's not. I'm an idiot. So now all those. Hey Google, turn on reptile room. I don't know why it just kind of just goes off. I'm gonna have to blow my nose. I can't do this anymore. What reptiles do you keep outside? Outside, I keep my jeweled lacerda. And I can't. Man, my eye is burning so much. My jeweled lacerda and my Sudan plated lizard I'm gonna keep outside, and only Patreon members are gonna know what the third thing is until the middle of the summer, because I gotta build the enclosure, put it outside, make sure everything's going well. But patrons get to know everything before everybody else. This is such a bad idea. But if you keep sending money, I'll keep eating pickles. This is the last one that I owe you guys. Flush your eyes. I only have ginger ale. That'll hurt. You're scaring Tom away. How much left in the jar? Quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I can't see the bottom. 5 or 6 left. Now drink. I'm only drinking this if we get up to $250 total. Then I'll drink the juice. I'll donate $5. Will you eat 5 pickles? No. If you donate $5, you get half a pickle. Listen to the rules, Professor Herb. Ugh. All right. There's more questions. We're like, I don't know how we're at 70 people watching this. Thank you guys. I appreciate you bearing this. I don't know how you're bearing this. This is ridiculous, this whole stream. I would love a NKF herping style. Okay, I've heard of this guy before. All right, 5 pounds this lady gave to me. Donna Does. Sick name, by the way. That's half a pickle. There you go. Would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to see herping videos? Stop! Oh, don't stop. Would you guys like to see herping videos? Is that something that you'd actually like to see, or no? I have a drone. I can do really cool shots, multicam stuff. I'm gonna buy a gimbal with all the money from my upset stomach, I think, so we can do like walking around. I still have 3 pickles left in here. This was such a bad idea. I honestly did not think I was gonna eat a whole jar of pickles, but I just might. Oh my god. Would you like to see herping videos? Please stop. Oh my god. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm about to eat 3 pickles in a row, and people are dropping out of the stream. Do you guys not like people? You guys didn't like the Jackass videos? You don't want to watch somebody puke and die? No reptiles in Ireland? Oh, like wild. Okay. Alright. I think that we will do herping videos because I do like to go out and be outside. And the thing with doing this channel is I spend so much time sitting down here. Like, so much freaking time. Editing these videos and making these videos. So if I get to at least spend, 2 or 3 hours outside making the videos, I think that would be freaking awesome. So, yeah, I will do herping videos. I think that I'm going to... Oh, and by the way, you get early releases. Oh, I forgot to add that. All the Patreon, for $5 and $10, you get early releases, too. So, like, the video that goes out on Monday is going to be done tomorrow afternoon. So you'll have to watch it tomorrow afternoon instead of waiting till Monday. And it's going to be between, like, a couple of days, maybe a week, or a few hours. It totally depends. I feel so good about myself right now. If you were a hot chick eating... That is so true. There's actually a few new channels. There's a few new channels that I've found, and like they're very new, and they're good videos and stuff. I got nothing bad to say about the channels, but the women who run them are like very young and good looking, and they're gonna fly past my channel. 3 pickles I have to eat now. 3 pickles. Imagine someone just joined the stream. I've got a half pickle in my mouth. 3 pickles. All right. 100 subs. Thanks, buddy. No problem. Yeah, Sad Powers. Go visit his channel. Hey, what did I miss? Slywowzer, you missed me eating 7 pickles. That's what you missed. But you came just in time for me to puke vinegar all over my desk, I think. Not only did you miss me eat 7 pickles, that wasn't enough. I gotta eat all these pickles right now. So, anyway, yeah, thanks for showing up. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna eat all these pickles at 69 people watching, so that makes sense. That's good. I feel like... Remember Edward Scissorhands? I'm like Edward Cucumber Hands. That's what I feel like right now. Good morning. You didn't miss anything, dude. You're just getting to the good part. Would you eat an iguana for $100? Oh, 100 million subscribers? Yes. If it was already dead, I wouldn't kill an iguana for my own vanity. But if it had just died, and it was 100 million subscribers, I'd be at like PewDiePie level, and I'd be a millionaire. So, yeah, I'd eat it raw. I don't care. Edward Pickle Hands. Something tells me that you shouldn't Google that. I don't think you should Google Edward Pickle Hands. What are bots? Oh, all of his subs? That makes sense. There's some cultures that your iguana, you know, I don't even know what that means. I have a question, but it's a bit irrelevant. How can I keep my crested gecko cool in the summer? Oh, I already answered that question because it's on here. Perfect. Corn snakes going off food. Ours hasn't eaten for about 5 weeks. Sometimes that happens. I would go to my video. I made a whole video about how to get your snake back on food if it's not eating food. Yeah. Don't make yourself eat all those. I'm a man of the people. Yeah. Man, man, that was my idea. Maybe next time I'll eat, I don't know, what can you eat that doesn't make you sick if you eat a whole jar of it? I don't know. Alright, I'll eat these pickles, but stocked up on Tums. Yep, I am. Can you send me some related questions to reptiles for crying out loud, please? Or more money so I can eat more pickles? Whatever. Water. Yeah, I'm going to have to eat a lot of water after this. Eat a lot of water. Eat ice cubes. I know the recipe for ice cubes. Any other eggs? Yes. Okay, I'm so glad you asked. Here's an example of how you'd get roasted if I wasn't telling people who actually liked me. What kind of real plants can you keep in enclosures? Google.ca. I found 6 eggs in a leopard gecko enclosure. Now, how did you do that? Because I know you only keep your leopard geckos one at a time. There's no leopard geckos that you're breeding that you keep together. So how did you find 6 eggs at the same time? Because I didn't check thoroughly enough. I had substrate in an enclosure, or inside of a container, like a lay box, and this leopard gecko I bred for like 10 minutes. I put Cheech in with Josie for like 10 minutes, and I supervised them, and they started to fight, so I separated them immediately, right? So that's what I always suggest. Put them together and watch. Make sure that they don't fight. They didn't lock, or I didn't see them lock, or if they did, it was like the quickest, like, pow, ever, right? That was ridiculous. I can't believe I did that out loud. Yeah, so anyway, they must have locked, or she retained sperm from last year, and so I wasn't checking her enclosure because I didn't think that she was gravid. And then yesterday I went to just change the substrate because I change the substrate every like 2 months or whatever, or at least they don't really poop in it, but I make sure that they don't. And then I found two eggs, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll incubate the egg. But then I thought, okay, I haven't paired her for like 6 weeks. So sure enough, another two. So I found 6 eggs. So I've got 6 more eggs, and I found 2 from honey as well. So I feel good. I feel really good. So yeah, I'm gonna find more eggs. Can Reptile eat a cookie? Nope. Yes, the eggs were still good, surprisingly. But I make sure that I mist it down. At least I always keep them their moist. False water cobras are awesome. I actually just did a video about them. I forget which video it was. Oh, 5 biggest colubrids. For 5 huge colubrids. I talk a lot about them there. Very cool. Pickle psychosis. I'm getting close. Man, I love pickles, and I have eaten a whole jar of pickles in one sitting before, but that was like over 4 hours playing Madden all night with a buddy of mine when I was like younger. What's Littlefoot's favorite treat? Littlefoot's favorite treat is mealworms, crickets. Sometimes I'll give them a tomato worm, hornworm. They like those. My sister asked something and I gave her a snarky response. I was going to answer it, but I can't remember what it was. My male hognose is also off his food. Hasn't eaten in months and a half. Don't worry about that, man. Hognoses just go off food all the time. Don't worry about. Seriously, you'll be fine. Plants. Yes. Thank you. I have water now. No, I'm not going to get diarrhea. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be a good time. Plants. So there's a bunch of different plants that you can... They have greens in here? There's a bunch of different plants that you can put in your enclosures. For example, I put jade plants in a lot of my enclosures. There's several succulents. Jade is great. Pothos is good for like a more humid environment. Do geckos get diarrhea? They can. They can get diarrhea. Do you have a pun for that, David? Yeah, so there's a bunch of different plants. What I should do is I should do a whole video about that. If you guys want to see a whole video about plants that you can put in your enclosures, then let me know, and I'll do that. Again, I've got vinegar up my nose. I'm not picking my nose, and vinegar in my eye. This is a bad idea. For those of you who have just joined the stream, every $10 I have to eat a pickle, and I have eaten, how many am I up to? 7 pickles? So... Eat your dumb pickles. I am, but I'm trying to talk to you. If I just stop and just start eating pickles, you guys aren't going to watch anymore. Yeah, face shields. So I was standing in line at the liquor store yesterday. That's a weird thing to say at a family-friendly channel. There is people literally wearing face shields, like those face shields. It was like, I know that it's healthy and you have to do it. It just seemed like, I felt like I was in a movie. I haven't left the house in like 3 weeks. And then I went and did... I went and did a bunch of running around yesterday. Man, I couldn't believe it. Like, my girlfriend does all the groceries, so I just went out and got a few things. And, yeah, it's, like, weird. It's crazy out there. What's it like in your city? Are people, like, wearing masks and stuff? I know I was talking to John and Dakota, and they were both saying, like, no, it's not crazy at all, which, like, no one cares. But I guess if you live in a more rural area, I don't live in a big city, but I live in, a city, so maybe that's why. Do you sell your animal via email or do you have an online store? WickensWickedReptiles.com. Go there. Nothing's for sale yet. Masks are sold out everywhere. Yeah, they are sold out basically everywhere. Do you have any bearded dragons? Not anymore. I had 2 bearded dragons. They both died of old age a couple years ago. Yeah. Can't find any TP. Man, it's a good thing you got a shower then, huh? We are mandated to wear masks. Everyone's pretty good about it in LA. Yeah, LA is crazy. I've never been to LA. Like, I don't know. I know a couple of people in LA now for comedy, but I listen to Rogan's podcast and Diaz and Burr's podcast, and like they're all in LA. So the way that they talk about it is like crazy. I was listening to Joey Diaz on Rogan's podcast. I was dying laughing. Oh my god, it takes nearly 1 hour to get to our supermarket in UK. Yeah, I know. You have to line up outside. Are you planning on breeding Irwin? No, because skinks, blue-tongued skinks, have very aggressive breeding, and I just love them too much. Maybe I'm a little bit too afraid, but the answer is no. Making cloth masks 12 hours a day for weeks, and I can't make enough. Good for you. Thank you that's really cool of you. I don't know where you live, but that's really awesome of you. So much vinegar, fumes in my nose. What's your favorite online store to buy reptile supplies? I don't ever buy reptile supplies online, so I couldn't tell you. DinoReptiles.ca or Dino Reptiles, whatever their afterwards is. That's oh my god, this is such a bad idea. That's where I buy like heat panels and stuff like that. LA County, what's it like over there? Don't know. Kudos to you, Flutter. Oh, person who makes masks. Yeah, exactly. One more pickle. And then I'm all cut up. I've already taken a bite of it. I'm gonna have to like shave my mustache off after this. It's like so vinegar stained. Show us doggos. They're upstairs. Let me eat all the freaking pickles first, maybe. Eat all the pickles. Show me your dogs. Plants. Eat this pickle in one bite? I don't know about that. Chat's really slowed down. Do you have any more questions for me? Or are we gonna answer all the questions here? So yeah, what else do you want to know? Ireland is basically dead. I don't know what that means. Like everyone there died? I hope not. That'd be sad. Are pickles nice? I thought so until today. Pickles were awesome until today. You know what? This might have been a good idea for my girlfriend, because I probably won't eat pickles for a long time after this, and she hates pickles, so. Yeah, breeding, but I think blue tongue skinks over the next few years. Yeah, I agree, and I think that if I could get blue tongue skinks, I don't know, maybe I will. The other thing, too, is that they're hard to sex, so, I don't know. What's your thoughts on Nerd? I don't have any thoughts on Nerd. I don't watch your channel. That, what's his name? The camera guy. He leaves sarcastic comments on my videos sometimes. I don't know. I think Kevin McCurley's awesome, what he's done for the hobby. Can't say one bad thing about it, but in terms of, like, I don't watch your channel. I don't have any thoughts. If you were a reptile, what reptile would you be? That is a really good question. If I was a reptile, I would probably be a crocodile. Because you can live Galapagos tortoise. Because you live a long time, you get to mate a lot. That's pretty cool. And people protect you. You're in a protected species and you have no natural predators. And you're a vegetarian, so you don't have to go kill anything. You just eat. Be pretty cool with me. Had to be a turtle with that head. From the guy who looks like George Costanza and is too afraid to shave his head. Okay. You know what's funny? I gotta stop doing this. I came out from the last stream and my girlfriend's like, WWR, what's that stand for? Wiccan's Wicked Roast? Sorry, man, that was rude. Pikachu is amazing. I agree. Pikachu is absolutely amazing. I'm bald and I look like a turtle. You're smart. I don't know about that. Oh, I am. Am I really that smart? Smart people don't eat 17 pickles in one sitting. Galapagos turtle could still eat pickles. Galapagos tortoises could definitely eat pickles. They eat cucumbers for sure. What do you think about water? Oh, water monitors. What do you think about water? Pretty good stuff. Cheers to that. Water monitors are awesome. I did a video about the biggest, the most dangerous reptiles, and water monitors were in there. I think that's what the video was. I don't know, some water monitor breeder in Canada was upset that I didn't say that you should keep monitors in a 3x6 box, which is wrong, but apparently I'm taking away his rights, so, yeah. $1.99. That's that's good enough for another bite of a pickle. Wiccan's Wicked Roast, definitely in the comments. Yeah, definitely. What about water? Without water we die. Yeah, I know, but it was about water monitors. I'm just stupid because I can't breathe out loud. Man, sorry, I'm so sorry that you guys had to. Why are you even still here? I can't read out loud properly. That doesn't give any pickle eating qualities. If you could have one reptile and be your only reptile, this will surprise you, bearded dragon, because if it was my only reptile, that's all I'd have to take care of. They're a lot of work. They're personable. They're fun to hang out with. Yeah, bearded dragon. If I can only keep one, so it would be. What is the oldest reptile? Is there a story behind them? Your oldest is 30-year-old Burmese. Cool. The oldest one I keep in my collection now, basically by eating that pickle, you said F you to... I don't even know what that means. The Leopard Gecko Cheech is the oldest one that I've got, that I still have. I got him the week before I got my dog, who's now 9. So Cheech, I think, is like 10. He's got to be about 10, because I don't know how old he was, but he was already close to an adult when I got him. So I've had Cheech for 9 years. I think he's about 10 years old, so not super old. I had some bearded dragons that were a little bit older, but they're both gone now. Can you do a video on Pac-Man Frogs if you haven't already? Yeah, I've included them in a video, but I can do one about Pac-Man Frogs. That's one of the very few frogs that I'd be interested in getting, just because I think their eating behavior is really cool, and they are one that you could like bring, not to be handled, but if I started to do educational shows, which I'd love to do eventually, that'd be a good one to bring. What was your first amphibian? I had dwarf. I forgot all about this. I had African clawed frogs when I was a kid, in a big aquarium. Reptile Mountain. I don't know what that means. He rehomed 3 to me. 3. Yeah. Who is the best pet? What is the best pet reptile? Okay, I've done a lot of videos about that. I think the best pet reptile, in my opinion, that's fun and easy, are leopard geckos. But I've done tons of videos if you want more than a 2-second answer. If you're new here to the stream, Patreon has gone live. And there are 3 different ways you could support the channel. You get discounts on merch. You get vlogs. You get to watch me eat pickles for free. So I don't know how much better it could possibly get on Patreon, but for as little as $1 a month, for as little as $1 a day, you can support some little bald-headed child eating pickles. For as little as $1 a month, you can support what we're doing here. So if you support what we're doing here, I'd really appreciate it. It'd be really fantastic. What is the rarest, most expensive reptile you own? Domerl's boa. Not most expensive, but they're really hard to find. Have one of those. Old world rat snakes. Can you actually get high from eating pickles? I feel very weird. Next live chat. What are you going to eat to raise money? Jalapenos? I value my butthole. Way too much to do that. Not a chance. Old world rat snakes. What is the rarest total number of animals in your collection? How many is too many? Now, if you weren't a Patreon, which you are, you're a patron, so I'll answer your question. But I have done some reptile room tours. So total, I think I've got 50-ish now. But I did a reptile room tour 3 months ago. So you can watch that if you like. But you're a patron. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Mr. Cato. That is how you pronounce it, I'm pretty sure. Reptile Mountain is a good YouTube channel about blue tongue. Yeah, I've watched this channel before. A little bit dry. Have you ever rehomed a reptile? Yes, I have. In fact, earlier this week, I traded one of my reptiles that I thought someone else would enjoy more than I enjoy for something else. So I did a straight swap. And if you want to know what that reptile is, join my Patreon. It's right there. It's like literally the first thing that you see, even if you pay $1. Gila monsters are really cool. Man, Gila monsters are awesome, but they're illegal here. Would you ever move somewhere hot to keep reptiles outside all year? Yes, but I'm Canadian, and there's nowhere here you can move that's hot all year. And to move to the States is like a lot. There's a lot involved. But yeah, will I ever get a tegu? Yes, for sure. Black and white tegus are freaking awesome. Would you ever move somewhere hot? I already answered that question. We're almost down to 50. As soon as we get down to 49 people watching, this stream is over. I'm all caught up on the pickles. Now I am. You can move to LA and go to the Comedy Store all the time. That's the idea. That's what I want to do. Why don't Canadians and Americans like each other? We do. We all like it. Why would you say that we don't like each other? I think that a lot of Canadians think that Americans are stupid. And Americans think Canadians are overly nice. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm from Toronto. Cool. I'm from 60 minutes outside of Toronto. So, what is your email? I need to know. Take a guess. @gmail.com. It's also in the description on the YouTube page. wickenswickedreptiles@gmail.com. Americans have awesome Pop-Tarts flavors. Yes, they do. Americans do have awesome Pop-Tart flavors. Can you explain to me what herping is? Yes. When you go to a bar late at night in a dirty part of St. Catharines. No, I'm just kidding. Herping is when you go outside and you try to find herps. Herps are things like frogs, salamanders, basically amphibians and reptiles. So you go out and you try to spot them or try to pick them up or try to handle them. That's what herping is, basically. So, yeah, you just kind of go out and look for reptiles and amphibians, herps. So it's really fun. You should come. You should come. You can bring your ukulele. You could serenade them. Reptiles getting cancer, or whatever your song is. What is the rarest reptile in your collection? Doomrose bow. We answered that one. Pop-Tarts are 10 euros. What? Holy cow. Will you be coming to many U.S. expos this year if Corona lets up? I would love to go to Tinley. I would love to go to Tinley. And if you go to Tinley, Reptile Express is there, which is a Canadian company, and they'll ship your reptiles home. So, yeah, I would love to. But the thing is, our dollar is worth zero. Our dollar is worth nothing here. We have so little. Man, our dollar is worth nothing. Does Go Herping ever go herping? No. No, he doesn't. And there's actually a video about that, why he doesn't go herping. Yeah, then LA catches fire because that's fun. Yeah, I know. Man, I don't live in LA, and I've never been to LA, but I feel like I know a lot about it just because I listen to all those podcast guys that I listen to. Like, if I'm in my reptile room, that's what I'm doing. I'm listening to people talk about LA. Reptile X was at Tinley. Oh, heck. Thanks for answering my question about herping. I've heard you talk about it so much. It's always confusing. Yeah, they do have a good herping channel. So this year, I'm going to start doing some herping videos, which you can see first before the rest of everybody if you go on Patreon and sign up. But I'll start doing herping videos. Eat Pop-Tarts next. That's a good one. I'll bet you, man, diabetes. Which is worse, diabetes or puking on stream? Tinley road trip. That'd be cool. I did one in Bond. He did what, a herping video? Well, it depends how you do it, right? Like, I think that if you did it with, like, if you got someone with a gimbal and a second camera and some drone shots, I think you can make it, I don't know, that's what I'm going to try. We'll see how it goes. What are your top podcast recommendations? I'm so glad you asked. Monday Morning Podcast. Bill Burr is the greatest living comedian of all time. Monday Morning Podcast. I never miss an episode. I'm kind of behind, so I'm going to go listen to him now. Rogan, obviously. Joey Diaz's podcast, Church for What's Happening Now. And if you like really ridiculous, silly humor, we're ending the stream right now. If you like really ridiculous, silly humor, Your Mom's House is freaking hilarious. The Herp Hour is a great podcast as well because Professor Herp and Dakota. I'm waiting for you to say the right thing here, Adam. See, I just did. I did before I even read your thing here. All right, we're at 47. I ate all the pickles. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. If one of you wants to send in a super chat so I have to eat more pickles, we'll continue. If not, I'm going to go throw up or do something. Blow my nose for sure. So, 2 minutes on the clock. I'll plug now. Drink the juice. I told you we had to get to that thing. We're not going to drink the juice unless we get to the milestone. Yeah. Burr and Diaz. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys very much. Patreon is live. The website is live. We launched that last week. How many pickles are left? 2 pickles left. What are we at right now? 2 pickles left. LA is way too expensive. Yes, I know, but I like telling jokes for strangers, and that's a good place to do it. And it's warm. Man, I hate winter. Holy cow, do I ever. Trip to UK on the cards. Probably not. Not anytime soon. Someone send him $20. Don't. I love the channel. You're still new. Trying to kick off. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm still new. Trying to kick off. Oh, you're promoting your own channel. I make you moderate. Silly goose. How high are the donations right now? $125. Canadian, so less American. $100, I think. $100 American we're at. So, yeah. We're far away from drinking the juice, but there are still 2 pickles to be eaten. I am ending the stream. I'm ending the stream in 1 minute. I was just waiting to see if anyone else wants to make me eat a pickle. Do you want to go to the UK for anything reptile related? Not really. There's nothing really there like that I know of. Like, it changed my mind, right? Like, frick. All right. Good boy. Yeah. Is there something in the UK that would be... Let me spit pickle all over myself. That'd be worth going to? Or no? I don't know. Oh! S&S Serpentarium's there. I know he's not watching, but he's got a cool channel. Yeah. So, anyway, 30 seconds. We're going to close the stream down. I'm going to go blow my nose. Puke. I don't know. Something. But, anyway, thank you guys very much. Everyone who signed up for Patreon, you guys are awesome. Please do sign up. If you sign up in the next 15 days, you get 30% off all merch, and you get a shout out in the video. So I appreciate that. Check out the Patreon, and yeah, thanks, Professor Herp. Please do. I really appreciate it. The money goes to a good place, and eventually I'd like to be able to hire an editor and put out more of these videos. Holy cow. So, thank you. New video coming out on Monday, or you can watch it tomorrow if you sign up for Patreon. Discord. Have a great day.